It's an amazing dream challenge. What if I told you that you could wake up with $1 million right beside your bed? What would you do with all that money? Just think of all the things you could buy, like a solid gold toilet or a diamond-encrusted toaster. The possibilities are endless. If you can manage to spend every penny in just one day, you'll wake up to find another $1 million waiting for you the next day. Sounds easy, right? But wait. Here's the catch. Before you start spending like it's nobody's business, you need to follow a few rules. First, you cannot keep any of the items by the end of the day. You need to spend a minimum of 3 items. No cheating and buying one super expensive thing, okay? Second, you can't give away your newfound wealth. Sorry, no donations to charity. This challenge is for you to spend, not to be Mother Teresa. Finally, you must go to bed by 12 a.m. But don't worry, it's not because your mom said so. It's so you can dream about the next challenge. And who knows, maybe it'll involve even more money. If you can't spend every last penny, it'll just be a dream for you. But if you succeed, get ready for the sweetest dreams of your life. So, are you ready to take on the challenge? It's time to wake up and start planning your ultimate shopping spree. You wake up with $1 million right beside your bed, and the first thing that comes to mind is breakfast. Let's be real, who can make sound financial decisions on an empty stomach? You grab your phone and call a limousine service. I need the most expensive limo you have, and I need it now, you say. Within minutes, a sleek black limousine pulls up in front of your house, and you climb inside, feeling like a millionaire already. To the most expensive restaurant in town, you tell the driver. The driver was heading to Saison Restaurants, San Francisco. As you pull up to the restaurant, you can't help but feel a little nervous. You've never eaten at a place this fancy before, but you push your nerves aside and walk in, feeling like $1 million. After a decadent meal, complete with caviar and champagne, you check your watch. It's 10 a.m. and you've already spent a small fortune. You start imagining all the things you can buy. A private island? A yacht? A sport car? A watch? You list down all the expensive things. But then you remember the rules of the challenge. You can't keep any of the items you buy by 12 a.m. What a buzzkill. So instead of buying expensive things, you decide to rent them for the day. You spend almost an hour browsing the internet looking for items to rent. Suddenly, it hits you like a bolt of lightning. Rent an entire country for a day. You want to do something epic. But how do you even rent a country? You frantically Google. You discover that it's actually possible. You're going big and renting Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein. A tiny landlocked nation sandwiched between Switzerland and Austria. Not only is it a stunningly beautiful country, but here's the best part. If you're from US, you don't even need to worry about a visa. You pick up the phone and dial the number for the Liechtenstein tourism office, ready to make a big move. Hello. I would like to rent your country for a day, you say boldly. The person on the other end of the line bursts out laughing, thinking it's some kind of April Fool's prank. But you persist, and after some serious talk, you manage to book the entire country for a day at a cost of $70,000. Feeling like a baller, you start making your outrageous demands. I need a well-trained black cat bodyguard. Luxurious castle for the night. A gourmet meal prepared by a Michelin-starred chef. And private concert by the Liechtenstein Symphony Orchestra. Make sure the castle is decorated like a palace and a bunch of workers to serve me for the day. I want to feel like a king, you exclaim. The representative takes a moment to process your ridiculous requests, then returns with a total cost of $375,500. You reply, yes, I'll pay whatever it takes. You're determined to make the best day of your life with full of excitement. Feel like Eddie Murphy in Coming to America movie. But wait. You've got over $600,000 still burning a hole in your pocket. So why not book a private jet to get to Liechtenstein instead of a normal flight? You call up the agent again and request for a Boeing 747-400 private charter flight. For 10 hours. The rental cost? Around $310,950. A private jet costs more than rent a country? You laugh and said no problem at all. As you land in Liechtenstein, the locals look at you in awe. Probably because they haven't seen someone this extravagant since the last time a Kardashian visited. You start with a tour of the beautiful country and its stunning landscapes, trying your best not to let your jaw drop at every turn. Next on your agenda is throwing a lavish party at the royal castle, complete with a feast that would make Gordon Ramsay cry tears of joy, and a DJ who could make even your grandparents bust a move. You dance the night away with the locals, who probably think you're some sort of royalty. All of this luxury is costing you a pretty penny, or rather, 285,000 pretty pennies. As the clock ticks closer and closer to midnight, you start to feel a little anxious. You've spent almost all of your money, but you still have a few $1,000s left to go. You decided to give a one-day bonus to your trusty servants and bodyguards. They deserved it for putting up with your diva demand. Finally, as the clock strikes midnight, you're sad to leave your temporary kingdom behind. You may not be able to keep any of the things you rented or bought, but the memories will last a lifetime. You climb into bed, feeling both exhausted and exhilarated, dreaming of the $1 million waiting for you tomorrow. Who knows what grand adventure you'll embark on next? Renting a whole continent, perhaps? With your newfound wealth, the possibilities are endless. For now, you're just grateful for the amazing dream challenge that has made you feel like a true millionaire.